What you are about to hear are instructions for breathing for relaxation and stress management. These instructions have been adapted from A Guide to Stress Reduction by John Mason, published by Peace Press in 1980. When you were born, you took a deep, full breath. Learning to breathe was your first life-sustaining lesson. Learning to breathe deeply again is the first step in learning to relax. And learning to use deep diaphragmatic breathing is the core to many relaxation exercises. The following exercise will pace you through the steps of learning how to breathe deeply using your diaphragm effectively. It will take you about 5 minutes to do it once. To get the best benefit, you will need to repeat this simple exercise on a regular basis. Perhaps you could initially practice it at least once every hour. So here we go. Firstly, make sure you're sitting comfortably. Then place one hand just below your rib cage and just above your stomach. Take a deep, full breath. And as you inhale, notice the movement of your hand. Does it move in or out? Does it move at all? If you did indeed take a deep, full breath, your hand would have moved outward. The diaphragm is the muscle that separates the lung cavity from the abdominal cavity. In taking a deep, full breath, the diaphragm moves down slightly to create a vacuum in the lung cavity. As a result of this downward movement, the abdomen is forced forward. This allows your lungs to exercise their expansion capacity so that the sides of your lungs can move outward from left to right and also expand from front to back. So imagine now your lungs as having 3 parts, with this capacity to expand like a balloon that fills from the bottom to the top. The deep, full breath begins with the diaphragm moving downward and the lowest part of the lungs filling with air. The middle part fills next and the chest expands. And finally, the upper part of the lungs fill with air. Your shoulders may move slightly upward. Take another deep breath and try to imagine this progression of the breath. Firstly, breathe into the very bottom of the lungs. Feel the air fill the middle section of your lungs. And finally, the breath arrives at the top section of your lungs. Now exhale very slowly and smoothly. Repeat this pattern. A deep, full breath into the bottom of the lungs. Feel the breath move into the middle section and then arrive at the top of your lungs. Feel your chest and lungs expand with each breath. Exhale. And now, with the next deep breath, hold the breath very briefly at the top of the breath. And now, slowly, very slowly, allow the exhale to begin and feel the air leave your lungs. Begin by releasing the air from the top of your lungs, then the middle, and finally exhaling air from the bottom section of your lungs. Pause on the end of this out-breath and look for the drifty feeling at the bottom of the breath. Now breathe in through your nose and slowly fill your lungs with air. Feel the progression of the inhale until you have filled your lungs completely. Feel the movement of your abdomen. Then exhale through your mouth, softly, gently, slowly, and feel the warm air slowly leave your body. If you feel uncomfortable breathing through your nose, do whatever feels right and let the air escape through your mouth. Begin again to breathe the slow, deep, healing breath. Inhale, hold your breath for 10 seconds. Feel the tension in your throat and chest. Exhale through your mouth with a slight sigh. Feel the sigh of relief as you release the tension. Sighing may feel uncomfortable at first, but do give it a try. It doesn't have to be a loud sigh. The quietest or calmest time of the breath is between the exhalation and the inhalation. If you can feel the stillness of the moment directly after the exhalation, at the end of the sigh, you will have begun to feel the beginning of the relaxation response. So now, inhale again. Feel the progression of the breath. Pause at the top of the breath, and now exhale with a slight sigh. Exhale slowly, gently, fully and completely, and feel all the tension leaving your body. Feel the tension melting away. Begin to be aware of the quiet time of the breath. And know whenever you find yourself in a stressful situation, you can remember this feeling and try to recreate this moment of peace and calm. You can have some control over your tension. All you have to do is to take a deep, full breath, exhale slowly and completely, and to try to keep your breathing pattern deep, long and slow. Try to take at least 40 deep, full, slow breaths each day.